Welcome back to the Point of Order podcast, an inside look at California politics and the state legislature. I'm your host, Assemblyman Josh Hoover, and a little less politics today, actually, because today I have a very special guest with me in studio, none other than my wife, Nicole Hoover.
Hey.
How's it going? What's
good.
up?
So good.
So, first time on the podcast.
Mm-hmm. It took how many months for us to schedule this?
Yeah, a long time.
Long time.
I've been teasing it for like 4 months on the show. So, how you feeling overall? Nervous? Excited?
I'm good.
Bored?
None of you. I'm ready.
All right, let's do it. So, we're going to talk about a bunch of stuff today. We have some questions I wanted to ask you and hear from you on, and then also some listener and staff questions that they sent me to ask you as well, which will be fun. And then we're also going to be ranking our top 10 Christmas movies, which is very important because it is that time of year and love the holidays. But let's start with, tell us a little bit more about yourself and what you do.
Yeah. So I'm your wife. I am a mom of 3. And I work full time at our church at Bayside Church in Folsom. I do everything adults. So Bible studies, classes, care, support, anything really that has to do with adults. I am the go-to person, and I have a massive team of amazing volunteers. And yeah, that's how I get to spend the majority of my week.
That's awesome. And the key there is no kids. No kids.
I love my kids. I love some people's kids. It's just not my skill set. Yeah.
Totally. Yeah. Well, I think we have enough kids in our home. I don't think we need to do it anymore.
For sure.
So it's all good. What are some things you like to do when you're not working, or when you're not like driving teenagers around, or attending political events that you love so much?
That is, what does that even mean?
Well, like, what are your hobbies?
Free time.
We don't really have free time, to be fair.
Okay. I did used to have more hobbies. These days, it's hanging out with friends, movies, TV, game nights, traveling. Yeah.
Sometimes
do more of that,
occasionally, yeah.
But yeah, it's
we used to play tennis. I mean, we still kind of like have the idea of it.
Yeah.
So that's something we used to do, but I feel like we don't do as much anymore. And I hate playing tennis in the winter because it just hurts.
Yeah, I think I used to want to play tennis more when I had more energy, and now I'm just like chronically tired. And it's not at the top of my list.
Did you play but you were a high school tennis player. You played all 4 years, or was it how did that work?
So I think I did play all 4 years. Yeah, I played mixed doubles most of the time.
Mixed doubles? I've never asked you this question. That's so weird. I didn't even know that.
Yep.
So you played, mixed doubles. So you didn't play any singles, or?
No.
Okay.
No.
Those are separate
events. To play singles. You got to be real talented, real athletic to play singles. So
it is a lot.
And doubles is fun.
Doubles is
so fun. Yeah.
But it requires communication, which is, can be tricky. Yeah. So, okay. So we got some info on work. Our fun. Well, you know what our hobby is right now is Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Like watching Stranger Things. It's all we've been doing. Because we're trying to catch our 11-year-old up for the new season, because he's now old enough to sort of not be scared by it, although time to tell on that. So
yeah,
we're rewatching the entire thing and watching the new season at the same time, and our daughter's obsessed with it. So yeah, that's been pretty wild.
Yeah,
I feel like that's our hobby right now. Okay, last thing, just to open things up, and then we'll get into more questions. But we were just sitting in a coffee shop, and I brought up this fascinating topic that I read this morning that, I thought would be a fun podcast topic. But I was reading the newspaper this morning with my dad, and also it came up on the radio last week too when I was listening to something. that there's this new study out on raccoons. And I was so blown away by this. Okay.
I'm sure will. Tell me more.
That these researchers took like tens of thousands of photos of raccoons across the country in urban settings and rural settings. And they noticed that the urban raccoons have like physically changed their shape. Their snouts are shorter, their teeth are smaller, and they've become a lot less aggressive in the more urban, like human areas. And that they get rewarded for not being aggressive by getting more access to trash cans and food sources. And the researchers talked about how this was basically kind of the same way dogs got domesticated over time, like hundreds of years ago, where it was like, so dogs got a little less aggressive around humans, ended up ultimately getting accepted into the tribe and made pets. And now it's a mutually beneficial relationship, So in 50 years, we could have a pet raccoon there. Like, that'd be pretty crazy.
That freaks me out a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. I think I'll stick with dogs.
I don't know. Like,
I love how much you know about all of this.
I mean, this is the stuff that really entertains me. So yeah. And so I need to be
researching.
I need to be sharing these stories at Thanksgiving dinner and Christmas dinner and stuff. So I'm going to be that guy.
Hey, you know what? I far prefer that topic than politics.
That's actually fair. It is way more fun to talk about than politics, let's be real. So,
yeah.
But yeah, so I don't know. I'm just saying, I was telling my dad about this morning, and he was he got a kick out of it. And he was like,
because I was like, Dad, we can get you. Are exactly the same in this regard. You both love to know as much as possible about the most random things and then share it at the dinner table with such excitement.
Yeah.
Like, why wouldn't everyone else be just as excited about this as I am right now?
He did,
it's endearing.
He did used to do that all the time. Where he would just talk like random stuff. Like, it was fun. But yeah, I told him we might get him a pet raccoon for his place. And, he was open to it. So we'll see what happens. I don't know what they eat exactly. It's kind of freaky. But
trash.
Well, they eat
trash pandas.
They're trash pandas. That's true. That is the trash panda. I mean, we already have a danger noodle in our house. We have a pet snake.
Danger noodle.
That's.
I did not know.
That's the term for snakes. But we already have a pet snake. What's wrong with the pet raccoon?
I didn't want the pet snake in the first place.
Yeah, but you got to admit, he's really cuddly and he's really sweet.
Mm-hmm.
He's only bit me like once in our life, so that's fine. Yes, we have a fun fact. We have a snake named Steve, and it was not our idea. It was our 7-year-old son. Aiden was 7 or 8.
Yeah.
He saved up to buy it.
He got really, really hyper-focused on reptiles.
Yeah.
And then snakes, even more so. And I really thought that I was going to be able to bypass us getting a snake when I said, I'll consider it, but you would have to pay for it because they're not cheap.
No, they're not. Yeah.
And
all the stuff for them's not cheap either.
Yeah. And no, that didn't work. He spent the whole summer doing any chores he could at Grammy's and around our house, and we saved up every penny.
Yep.
We bought that stinking snake.
Yeah, and it all culminated. We went to the reptile expo in Sacramento, and he got to walk around and pick out his thing. So it's pretty crazy. And he took care of him for like 6 months. And that was my snake. Yeah. Which I have to feed, by the way. So I just remember that. But yeah.
However, the snake is like one of the easiest.
Such an easy pet.
Maintaining pets.
They're not that fun because, I mean, they're cool to watch and look at, but you can't really
actually like and get out of it.
Yeah, I mean, you could like hang out with it more, but you don't like it out in the house. So, but they are like super low maintenance pets. Like there was a time in our life when a friend like offered us a turtle, and I Googled what it takes to take care of a turtle, and I'm like, absolutely not. I do not want a turtle. So yeah, snakes, super great pets. For anyone out there thinking about this topic. All right, let's jump into some questions. I had a couple questions for you, just on your thoughts on a couple things, but then I'll get into sort of questions other people have submitted. Um, as of this year, we've been married for 17 years. So, I'll preface this by saying we're by no means experts on the topic of marriage, but I feel like you have a pretty good sense of things. What are some of the most important lessons you have learned in 17 years of marriage? That's it. That's the question.
Oh, the most important things that I have learned.
Or just, even they don't have to be important. They could just be things you've learned. I don't know.
I cannot control you.
That is a good one.
Or really anyone. I can't control anyone except myself.
Yeah.
Forgiveness is key. Comedy can get you through a lot.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yes.
That is very true. Laughing is good. We also like to laugh together, go to comedy shows.
Yes.
So it's fun.
Yeah, that's a hobby.
That is a hobby.
That has been a hobby for a few years. Lesson, I think. And it's a lesson that I have to continuously remind myself, is that we are a team. And even when you may occasionally do something absentmindedly, of course, never on purpose, that causes me to get upset or question our teamness. To just approach situations, arguments, debates, differences.
Yeah.
Remembering that we are a team and not one versus the other.
Yeah. It's good. Those will all be good when we're like 50 years. And those people at the wedding ask you, like, what's your secret? You should just keep those in mind.
Okay. Here's another one. Honestly, probably like the first, maybe it's just us. It's probably took us 10 years to really learn each other well. Maybe some people will do it in 5. Who knows? But I think being a student of your partner was massively helpful.
That's good. Yeah.
So anyone who knows me for longer than 2 days knows that I am a bit obsessed with the Enneagram.
Oh, yes. You are very obsessed with the Enneagram.
Yes.
Tell
and
people
I just
real quickly, what is the Enneagram? Someone doesn't know it.
It is one of the many personality type charts or quizzes or what have you. The thing that I really like about the Enneagram is that it is very relational, meaning for us specifically, it's really benefited our relationship. It can really help you understand another person, their motivations, their fears, why they are the way that they are, why they do some of the things that they do that make no sense to you and can cause a lot of frustration. But yeah, the Enneagram has really helped me understand why you are the way that you are. And not just understand, but have some empathy.
Yeah. Okay.
And appreciate the type that you are and how your mind works, even though it's completely different than mine. And yeah, it's great. It's great for friendships, marriages, coworkers. Honestly, like people don't just act the way that they do in spite of you or against you or being completely inconsiderate of you. Majority of the time, people act the way that they do for a certain reason.
Yeah.
Even if they can't verbalize it themselves. It comes from nature and nurture, and those aren't things that that's not information that someone just offers up about themselves when they first meet you. Having to learn it through being without them.
I like that though, like being a student of each other, and that's a good way to do it. It's sort of, it's funny to me because what I'm hearing is that I know that the Enneagram helped you understand you a little bit, but I feel like it was even more helpful in understanding me.
Well, so it really helped me understand why certain parts of your personality were so difficult for my personality. So
what do you remember our numbers off the top of your head? Like, what is so just we'll get real intimate.
Yeah. So if you know anything about the Enneagram, or if you decide to take a deep dive after this podcast, I am a 3 wing 4. The 3 is like the performer, the achiever. And you are a 5 wing 6. Yeah, 5 is the researcher.
Oh, see,
back to the raccoon information.
That's the raccoon.
Yes, but then 6 is like, if I'm remembering it correctly, 6 is like the lovable, friendly, loyal. Yeah, very loyal.
There you go. Yeah, no, it actually is really helpful, and I did dive into it with you at one point.
Yeah.
And it actually really does help you understand your partner, which is cool. And I think to your point, like it's so important. Obviously, we didn't mention communication, also important. Learning how to communicate with each other. But over the years, like there were so many years where it's like, why are you like this? And you're trying to figure each other out. And we got married like insanely young, like way younger than I would recommend my own kids get married. But we were really young, and so we had a lot to learn, not just about each other, but about ourselves and all of that. Yeah. So it was pretty crazy. But no, that's good. It was funny. I feel like it was like 15 years into our marriage, and correct me if this story is not accurate, but this is how I remember it, where we're sitting there and we're talking about chores, like household chores. And I'm like, I really hate doing laundry. And you're like, I don't really mind laundry that much. And then you're like, I just hate doing dishes. And I was like, I don't mind dishes.
I think it was one of those. It was like just random convos of like, if I never had to do a certain chore again, what would it be?
Yeah. But literally, that was like 15 years into our marriage. And ever since then, I've done dishes every day practically, and you've done laundry every week. And that's how we've done it ever since then. And it took us like 15 years to figure that out. Like, I don't know. Yeah. It's really crazy. So now I'm the dish guy.
Yeah, because you get to put in your AirPods.
Yep.
Listen to your podcasts.
The point of order podcasts. No, actually, very rarely do that.
No, more like sports and Armstrong.
Fantasy football, Armstrong and Getty.
Yes. Yeah. And for me, laundry is like I get to take over the living room or in the bedroom and put on some sitcoms or some movies. And
it's good. We both have our it's sort of like a part of
and
our
all can be messy and chaotic in the world. But when you trifold a warm, good smelling towel, it doesn't matter. The rest does not matter.
I love it. I love it. That's good. It's key to happiness right there. Okay. Last question for me, and then we'll jump into some listener staff questions. What is and I put I don't know, I'm really asking you, but I'll chime in as well. Best parenting advice from two people who had kids way too young. That's us. And again, prefacing that with, we are not experts on parenting in any way, shape, or form. But yeah, I'm just curious on your thoughts on what you've learned of parenting over what is our oldest is almost 17 years old,
Nice.
which is insane. And so not only did we get married young, but we had kids way too young. And now we have someone about to get his license. So it's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, parenting advice. I think, I mean, this could be true for any aspect of life, but especially as a mom who just about killed herself shoulding.
Mm-hmm. Explain that.
Don't should yourself.
Don't should yourself. Okay.
Yeah. And what I mean by that is there are so many expectations put on parents and on moms, especially, and women, of what parenting is supposed to look like, of what your child is supposed to look like, what you're supposed to do, what they're supposed to do, how you're supposed to think, feel, act, whatever. And who cares what the world, the expectations, the standards, like every human being is different, meaning every parent's different, every child is different, the needs are going to be different, your skill sets, your interests, your hobbies, your giftings, like all of that stuff is going to be different. So you should, but you should lean into that. You should lean into who you are naturally as a person and a parent, and then kind of take your cues, especially as your kids get older, like elementary age. Now we're in middle school and high school. Taking your cues from your kids of who they are, what their interests are, what they respond well to, what they don't.
Yeah.
That's not to say like, oh, my kid, doesn't like being disciplined, so I'm not going to discipline them.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
That's not what I mean. But how you approach conversations, or how you spend quality time with them, or a myriad of things. You can lean into who you are, and let the rest of it go. Yeah.
So when you say don't should yourself, you mean like don't be like I should do this and I have,
like
you should do.
I should be like, if I have kids, I should stay home with them. That's what a good mom does.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not. Maybe staying at home will completely wreck your soul.
Yeah.
And not make you a good parent in the end. Maybe working in an office for part of the day or for a full day and then coming home and loving on your kid and loving on your family is what makes you a better mom. Another thing, like maybe...
And this is coming from someone because you've done both those things.
I've done both, yeah.
So you've seen it from both sides.
Mm-hmm. I should volunteer in my kid's classroom, or I should be the team mom because nobody's like volunteering to do it because nobody wants to do it.
Everyone has enough to do.
Yeah. Or, I should, make a DIY party favor for my kids' 25 friends that are coming to this party. Like, I should homemake the birthday cake, or I should enjoy. Here's the other thing. I should enjoy sitting down and playing with my little children.
Yeah.
Who want to hyper focus on the same thing for 8 hours straight. I should enjoy. No, like that's not, you can enjoy the quality time, but that doesn't mean you enjoy what you're actually doing.
No, it's true.
You can enjoy the innocence and the like being on the floor, and maybe you do enjoy it.
Yeah.
But maybe you don't. And there's no, again, every food being is different.
Yeah.
So we're all going to have different interests. We're all going to be filled up and fulfilled in different things. And all of that is okay.
Yeah. And just don't let expectations, or even like the fact that like another mom or another like parent, I should say, is better at something than me.
Yeah.
Because that's another thing. It's like, I was always like, man, that dad is doing so much cool dad stuff, like they're like working on cars, or like, teaching their kid how to, I don't know, like do something manly. Right. And I'm like, man, I'm not good at that, but like, you got to lean into what your strengths are. Like mine was always like playing sports with them or whatever, where it was like, okay, I can do that. Like, that's where I can sort of be myself and be, use my strengths. Right. And like, so I don't know, like,
as like everything else in life, comparison is the thief of joy.
Totally.
1,000%. Most definitely with parenting. But then also the idea that you have to be a certain kind of parent, all on your own.
Yeah.
Is ridiculous. And the more I've learned all of this the hard way.
Yeah.
And the more I've been able to let go of trying to be something that I'm not, the more I've been able to embrace the other types of parents, honestly, and be thankful that I'm not like them and they're not like me, because it's like, I work full time. Some seasons of the year, I work way more than full time. And so the moms that choose to stay at home and volunteer at school all the time, serve on the PTO and make all the fun school events happen. And like, I don't need to think a certain type of way about them. I don't need to compare myself to them, but I can be super grateful that they are who they are and that they're contributing the way that they are, because my kid benefits from that. I benefit from that. And that I think if you can catch on to that early, if you can embrace that way of being early, like, you are going to enjoy your parenting years so much more.
It's true.
Yeah.
I feel like too, like Instagram has made it a lot harder and a little worse, right? Because you're just like always seeing people like post their best selves or their, perfect moments online, and not the real life stuff.
Yeah.
And so,
and now you see a bigger uptick in, what are they called? Influencers.
Oh, influencers. Yeah.
You see a bigger influencer uptick of, like the candid, hard moments.
Yeah.
Right.
Which is kind of cool, honestly. I've seen some of those in my feed.
Yeah. It is very cool. But
I saw one the other day. It was this mom coming out of her kid's bedroom after putting him to sleep or whatever. And she was like, here's all the things I do to help get ready for the next day. And the next shot is just her laying in bed eating snacks and watching TV. Which is like, sometimes that's what you like need to do. And want to do.
Yeah.
That is
like, oh man. You have to have balance. I mean, if you're on social media, I feel like you got to have balance, because it can be, it can honestly be easier sometimes to go down the bunny trail of just like negativity. Like, this is hard. My kids are ridiculous. And and all these posts on social media are fake. Like, I'm just going to be a hot mess.
Yeah.
And complain all the time. And I definitely get into those phases. And some of it's real. Like, some of it, you need to call up a friend, or you need to find 5-10 minutes with your partner and just like vent and express how things are hard and how you cannot wait for the season to be over. But then at the same time, the nice posts and the pretty posts can help you remember to be grateful, and the beauty behind the chaos. I can't tell you how many times you are far better out of the two of us of taking photos when we're doing things.
That's right.
And there have been so many times when I look back in my brain on a memory, on a trip, on an experience, and be like, man, that was brutal. That was so rough. I don't think that was worth doing.
Yeah.
And then I'll go back and I'll look at the pictures that you took, and I'm like, that makes it look so much nicer. And it actually was.
It's so true.
And it's just the balance.
Yeah.
The tension, actually, the holding both. Yeah, you got to hold both.
No, for sure. So, yeah. And you and I were different too. Like, I feel like I was really, well, I guess, I don't know. I feel like you're better with teenagers than me. And like, I was really into like baby phase and, toddler phase. Like, that was super fun for me. And even like, older elementary phase.
Yeah.
But then like after, once they hit like 12, then it hit a little harder.
I surprised myself when we started having kids. Because we started unexpectedly.
Yeah.
And then I, got laid off in the 2008 crash. And so I ended up being a stay-at-home mom. And I surprised myself with how much I loved like the newborn to 1 year phase. I really, really loved it. But then they start walking and running and screaming and, being toddlers, having a very strong will. And that's when you had a lot of fun.
Yes,
like, actually, you had a lot of fun. And I was not a huge fan. But yeah, teenagers, I mean, don't get me wrong, they drive me up the wall sometimes.
Yep.
But
that's how it is.
Yeah, they're supposed to, because they're supposed to be getting, more and more independence from you.
Right.
So eventually leave the home and do their own thing. But the thing that I love about teenagers, two big things that I love. One is that if they're into sports or whatever activity that they have invested their time, our time, and our money into for the last however many years, come middle school and especially in high school, it is really fun.
It is.
Really cool to watch them play their sport or do their activity that they have refined their skills on, and just like watch them flourish in that way.
It's pretty cool.
We are a sports family, so for us, it's a lot of sports. We got basketball, volleyball, soccer. And come middle school and high school, the games are actually really fun to watch.
They're really fun. Yeah. A lot easier to watch too.
Oh, yeah. When they're 5 years old, it's really cute for a few minutes.
It's pretty painful.
The game itself is a little painful. But then the second thing that I really love about middle schoolers and high schoolers is they think so deeply. They're not jaded by the world yet, and yet they have so many questions about the world. They want to question it. They want to discover it. You can just start having some really meaningful conversations with them. And if you let them, sometimes this is really hard, but if you let them have their own opinion, despite, flaws in their logic, or, lack of life experience. It's so cool to see them build their individuality, and just want to think through some heavier life things.
It is really cool, honestly. It is really cool. It's been great to watch and be a part of. And awesome. Well, hey, I think all of that's good advice. So thank you. Hopefully.
Hopefully it was helpful.
It's like, if anyone out there has not had kids yet, I'm actually hoping our kids have kids so that I can see some of that again. But
I've heard literally from every single grandparent that
Yeah.
that is the best
That's
gig
the
there
best
is,
thing.
because
Yeah.
you aren't responsible for raising them, just loving on them.
Yeah, it's great.
Like that.
I love it.
I
Can't
can't.
wait.
Yeah, hopefully. We've had 3 kids, so hopefully
We
get
have a
50.
decent chance, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Like these kids these days,
Yeah.
you know. Okay, so let's move on. We got some questions submitted by some listeners and also some of my staff that really, wanted to ask me to ask you some
Love your
questions.
staff.
Yes. So I think the first one's pretty easy. It's sort of a warm up. It's how did we meet? Or how did you meet? Us meet? And what were our first impressions of each other? You want to take that one first?
I don't know if I should.
Okay, so
yours is nicer.
Mine is
your experience and all of that was a lot nicer.
We met I was 19 years old, I think, when we met in like a college group at church. And I was very excited to meet you. I don't know how else to put it. It was like in the hallway at church. It was funny. I actually spoke to some group in that building like couple years ago.
Oh, yeah.
And I made the joke where I'm like, I actually met my wife in that hallway right there. It was really funny in Rancho Cordova. So it was great. But yeah, so I don't know. I mean, I was just out of freshman year. So I was like, I think it was at the end of freshman year in college.
Yeah.
And you were sort of like already an adult. And I was just really
okay. That's something we didn't mention for those who don't know. I am older.
You are older. Yeah.
By 9 whole months.
9. Exactly. So, I was definitely like interested in finding a partner or a relationship. And, you have to be someone that, walk by. And I was like, that sounds so terrible the way I just said that. That makes it sound like, that'll work.
Wow.
And that's not what I meant by that. This is why we can't do these podcasts together. Okay.
You're so good.
Let's rephrase this. What?
You're so good with the details.
I'm so bad with the details. Yeah. Okay, let's try again. I was, I don't know, I was a stupid college kid. But I was very like, I like commitment and I like, being in relationships. And so
I'm pretty sure your best friend, your best childhood friend, Jeff, said you wanted to get married at like 12. So to say that you're like a loyal guy, that you're a family guy, like that's just true to your core.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just like my friend invited me to come to this college group, and you happened to be there, and I was like excited to meet you. And I think that my viewpoint of that interaction was very positive. What was your take on that interaction? That first?
Oh my gosh, it's very funny when you start this, because here's the detailed version.
I never start. So
you were still somewhat recently single.
Yeah.
And our mutual friend Sean had been inviting you to the college group weekend. And now that you were single and ready to mingle, you were like, okay, but if I go, you got to introduce me to some girls.
That's probably what I said.
Yeah. And fun fact, this was your first time going to college group, and it was supposed to be my last time because I had finished my trait program and I was moving home for the summer, which was like an hour away. So yeah, I wasn't gonna commute. I was gonna move back home, and I walk up the giant staircase to the college room, and you were on a staircase doing some ridiculous thing. And the first thing you said to me wasn't even hi or my name is. Shauna introduces us. And the first thing you say to me is, I have shaving cream on my face. because you were doing something stupid.
There was some like, it was like lotion or someone had something. It was weird.
Yeah. And so that combined with the fact that you were this scrawny 19-year-old wearing double XL baggy clothes with a chain and an earring, like I wanted nothing.
Yeah, Jesse needs
to
that
do it
too.
I wanted nothing to do with you because I also, like, I had spent the last 2 years in that college group trying to meet people, you know, and the standard was like, oh, from a guy, the standard was like, oh, I like you. Let's spend some time together, but just as friends.
Yeah.
You know, so going through that several times, I just wanted to leave town.
I hear you.
New chapter, and then, you walk up and Sean introduces us. And I literally said, like, to God, please don't let him be in my small group. And you were.
Yeah.
You got put in my small group. And when it came time for us to like go around the circle and share our thoughts on what the message was, you actually knew your stuff. Like you actually knew what the scripture was talking about. And like I could tell that you had a solid faith, despite looking and acting ridiculous. And so I didn't write you off completely just yet. And then after college group, you came up to me and were very sweet and charming and invited yourself to my girls' movie night that night.
That's right. It's a bold move.
It was a very
bold move, kind of.
Very bold move. And then at the end of that night, you invited yourself to the following night with me and hanging out with like a bunch of different friends. And you just kept
It's very persistent.
Showing up. You were persistent. You were not like annoying direct, but like you just made it very clear that you were interested, and that won me over.
All right.
It won me over. That and you have gorgeous eyes.
Oh, that's sweet.
And you're very funny.
I miss being scrawny though. I know you like that's not usually a positive way to describe someone, but I kind of miss that.
There's a lot of parents out there that miss their studier days. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah. Well, that's good. I think that is plenty of sharing there. I'm kidding. Okay. What was your reaction when I said that I wanted to run for office? That's an interesting one because it was very positive, I'm sure. Which, by the way, your other hobby is sarcasm. Just to be clear, like that is like
it is. If I haven't already rolled my eyes,
exactly.
I want to say my very first reaction is, what does that mean? What does that even mean?
Yes. I mean, when it comes to politics, you and I we have similar values, but we're very different in terms of interests. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
to throw myself under the bus, I did not vote.
Yeah.
For everyone to know, I did not vote until we were like getting engaged or something, because we're like, if you're going to marry me, you have to vote.
You got to at least register to vote.
If I have to vote, then you have to explain what all of this means, because it's like a totally different language. I don't get it. But that's another story for another day. What was my reaction? Yeah, the first like elected office is school board.
Yeah.
And at the time, it was not that big of a deal. I mean, we had to talk about like the logistics of you going to meetings and how much time it was actually going to take. So I wasn't too worried or concerned about it. It was just like this little hobby, basically, that you were going to do.
Mm-hmm. It's a little hobby.
It was.
I think that's funny how you do it.
It's not a paid thing, you know. It has a stipend for your time, but and you really you can do as little as you want, or you can do as much as you want. It's not a job. You still have to have a job, basically.
Yeah.
But I don't remember being too concerned about it. And you have been, you did your undergrad of political science, you did public policy or something to that extent, and did your master's. Like, I knew you had an interest. It wasn't out of left field. And so I was like, okay, home. If that's not what you want to do with your free time, like, have fun.
Have fun. And then COVID happened, which was even more fun. So that was awesome.
Yeah.
Really good time on us.
That completely changed everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
I had a much harsher reaction when you wanted to run for assembly.
Yeah, that was a much bigger commitment.
Because that was also not, that was also a bit of a surprise. Like, it wasn't in your plans to do it anytime soon. I was getting ready to go back to the school, and this was supposed to be my time. Right? Our kids are getting older. I was going to go back to school to change careers, to do something for myself, and you were going to support me. And then you come home and you're like, so all these really important people told me I should run for assembly. What do you think about that? It's like, you have got to be kidding me.
Yeah.
No. This is my time. Yeah. How are you going to hold up your promise of supporting me and do me doing my thing while you do this? And you were like, I don't know, we'll just find a way.
Life finds a way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, on that note, because I'm going to skip this next question because we've sort of covered some of it, but it's about how do we balance like our life. And that's a good kind of lead into that, which is, I feel like a lot of intentionality, a lot of like, we now try to do a weekly calendar meeting every Sunday night to sort of get on the same page for the week, which I think is good.
Yeah.
And that's been super helpful. And try to incorporate like the kids where we can into like stuff, they're sort of, now that they're getting older, like they don't really they want to be doing their own thing. So, but there's still some things where we integrate them in, but it's
there was a speaker at a leadership conference that I was at years ago who said, he's a preacher, author, he does all these other things, and husband, and has multiple children. And I kind of asked him a similar question. And the summary of it all was not to let the same thing drop twice. That you can't give 100% in every area of life. You just can't. But whatever has to drop, whether that's I have to give up having a really quality one-on-one conversation with you to go have a conversation with my teenager who really needs me in the moment. I have to let that first ball drop. I have to let our conversation go in order to have that conversation with my kid. But his whole premise was like, you can't keep doing that. It's okay to not give 100% to work, or to not give 100% to your kid for the moment, or to not be 100% as a spouse. Just not often or all the time or repetitively. That you just have to use discernment and wisdom of, what is the priority in this moment or in this season, and what can I let go of a little bit, and then next time or the next week or the next day, what have you. You don't like make up for it,
Right.
but you pour back into that job or that relationship, whatever it is.
For sure.
Yeah, because it's like something that took me far too long with you and your job was there are seasons where, like end of session, where you have to be downtown for several nights in a row till 2 a.m. Or campaign season, like I get a lot less of you certain times of the year. And as I've grown up and gotten over myself a little bit, I don't hold that against you anymore. I just understand that that's what it takes for you to do a good job at your job, and trust that in the seasons where you can back off of your job and pour more into your family, that you're going to do that. And so it's the same with my job.
For sure.
With having multiple kids, with friendships. Yeah.
Like the holidays, busy for you, for sure. Less busy for me.
So. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So I'm going to skip this next one because we've covered a lot of ground and I want to get to Christmas movies. But last question that was submitted, I think by my staff, and it's the one I want to ask the least, is what are some habits that I have that annoy you the most? And that's, this question apparently doesn't cut both ways. Thank you.
You really love me talking negatively about you. It's your favorite.
My love language is words of affirmation. This isn't my front.
Okay. So easy, not too offensive. I probably have undiagnosed misophonia, which is
I would agree with that.
Yes. If you haven't heard of that, it's just like you have an issue with sounds. It can raise your blood pressure. It can make you angry, incredibly irritable. And it's for me, and honestly, Google it because I just completely butchered the definition. But for me, competing noises is a really big one. So that's fun when you have kids.
Yeah, a lot of kids that chew very loudly with headphones.
But okay, yes. So that is my number one pet peeve, no matter who you are. But for some reason, it's just even worse when your spouse does it. Sorry.
Yeah.
Is talking or chewing. Talking with a mouthful of food and chewing with your mouth open, or just and you have this art of just shoving 3 mouthfuls of food into your mouth at once and then starting a conversation. And I just want to punch you in the face when you do.
I get it. And honestly,
it drives me nuts. It drives me nuts.
That's funny. I love it.
Yeah, that's the
okay.
And you laugh, right? So that one's
that's fine.
Not offensive.
Still working on that 17 years later.
Yeah. I'd say the harder one to swallow is we are also opposite in our conflict styles or
very true.
So you're an avoider.
Total
avoider. And I am an anxious, whatever you call it, anxious, preoccupied something. And so when something comes up, I'm we have to deal with this right now. We need to fix this. we need to address the issue because this is important. And you're I don't think we do. I think if we just give it some time,
we're going to be fine.
Try to forget about it, it'll go away.
Exactly. Hey, that sounds like pretty good strategy.
Yeah. Which honestly, we both
Honestly, sometimes they're both. Yeah.
Yes. We have both learned and become better humans because we are opposite in that way. But also sometimes when you're wrong and I'm right, you drive me nuts.
Mm-hmm. I'm wrong. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, it is possible.
That's crazy. Okay. So we're going to wrap soon. Thank you for coming on.
Yeah.
Subjecting yourself to this. This has been really fun. We love Christmas in our household. You started putting up decor after Halloween, which we also love. We love Halloween. Let me go big on Halloween.
Yeah.
But after you took Halloween stuff down, you immediately started putting up decor, which I think was earlier than we normally do.
It was the earliest. And mainly because, like, for the longest time, I was absolutely not before Thanksgiving. However, when you work at a church, and Christmas is one of the busiest seasons, and it's not just Christmas services; it is the entire month of December.
Yeah,
and honestly, even more before that because planning, preparation, all that. Yeah, I just
you want to get it out of the way.
There have been so many years where I'm like, crap, it's December 15th and we haven't done it.
You're right. That's true. Once Thanksgiving, you get past Thanksgiving, it sort of gets hard. So we got all the decor up and then we waited on the outside lights and the Christmas tree until this past weekend.
Our kids made us wait on the tree.
Well, and we're recording this the Monday after Thanksgiving. It's not coming out for a little longer, but so we got our tree and our Christmas lights up over the weekend and after Thanksgiving.
And you know what? I don't even care. Call me ridiculous, but it makes me happy.
Well, with that in mind, Christmas movies also fun in our household. We enjoy them. So I asked you, if you have it in front of you, to rank your top 10 Christmas movies. If you want me to start, I can go. Well, let's count down from 10.
Okay.
So I'm going to start with my 10. Okay. And our lists are probably going to be very different. That's what I'm guessing, although I haven't seen your list. But number 10 for me, I'm going to just settle the debate from the top. It's got to be Die Hard. And I really want to show it to Aiden or someone this year because they still haven't seen it. So
I'm sorry. That Die Hard did not even make it on my honorable mention list. But I don't think I've actually seen the whole movie.
Okay. Well, we'll have to fix that.
But
we just have to put Austin to bed because there's a lot of F words. But other than that, we're good.
Nice. Okay, so do I give mine?
Yeah, give your 10.
Number 10?
Give your number 10.
Okay. I'm going to have to say... I think Christmas Chronicles is my number 10.
Okay, Christmas Chronicles with...
good.
Gosh, why am I blanking on his name?
I don't know. I should have wrote down, like, the leads and all these...
But isn't it... Who did Overboard? Oh my gosh, I'm totally... This is
We're
crazy.
not good at this.
We're so bad at this. Hold on, let's see.
Kurt?
Yeah, Kurt.
Something.
Why? All of a sudden, like my mind goes blank. Yeah, who is it? It's cast Kurt Russell.
Yeah,
and Goldie
Kurt
Hawn.
Russell. There we go.
Yeah, Goldie Hawn is
and I love
Mrs. Claus, right?
Yeah,
whatever. Yeah, so it's just really funny to see them like together in a movie again.
Yeah,
and it's a newer one. It's a Netflix, I think, only, right, or a Netflix original. But it's I love. It's one of my favorite newer Christmas movies, and it's on my list too.
Yeah,
a little higher.
Yes.
Okay, number 9 for me. You might hate this movie actually. I always liked it as a kid, so I feel like it has not aged well. But Santa Claus with Tim Allen was. I always enjoyed that as a kid, but now when we watched it, it's like so.
Yeah, there was like a whole era of Tim Allen.
Yeah,
we were growing up for sure.
But I still put it on here for
appreciate those days. But it's a little too cringe.
Yeah, it's pretty cringe
now. It's not on my list.
Yeah, that doesn't impress me.
It is on my honorable mention.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. Okay, number 9 for me is Just Friends.
Oh God, I love that movie. I almost put that on my list.
I love Ryan Reynolds.
Such a great movie.
His comedy.
Ryan Reynolds, Anna Faris.
Yeah,
it's great.
Yeah,
great movie.
So good.
Very good choice on that one. All right, number 8 for me was Christmas Chronicles. So what's your number 8? We'll skip that one.
My number 8 is which one do I want to go with? I think Daddy's Home too.
Okay, Daddy's Home too.
Yeah.
Mark Wahlberg, Will Ferrell, and Mel Gibson.
Yeah.
Who makes that movie?
And John Cena.
And John Cena. And John Lithgow, or what's his name? Yeah. It's so funny.
Yes.
It's such a great movie. And if people, like, our kids love that movie.
Yes.
And it is sort of a more traditional hijinks Christmas movie.
Yeah. So I kind of have
fun.
I lean 2 ways in my Christmas movies. And it's like, I like stuff about family dysfunction.
Okay.
And I like comedy.
Yes.
I always love comedy. And Daddy's Home too brings them both together.
It has all
perfectly.
It's so great because like Mark Wahlberg's dad in that movie is Mel Gibson, who's this like hard ass, old school, like tough on your kids sort of thing. And then John Lithgow is Will Ferrell's dad, and he's like the sweetest, softy, like not manly at all.
Yeah.
And it's such a funny dynamic.
They learn from each other.
They do.
From each other.
It's great.
It's so great.
It's awesome. I love it. So my number 7 was Daddy's Home too. So that we were pretty close to that one. So what's your number 7?
My number 7 is 8-Bit Christmas.
It's a great one. It's a great movie. Also, I think also Netflix. Although no, it's HBO Max or whatever.
Yeah, I was gonna say
it's
HBO.
HBO.
Saw it in theater, so that's not a Netflix for me.
Okay. Yeah. But yeah, it's super funny. It's like, I love that movie. It's not on my list, but it's in my honorable mention. But I love that movie because it's very nostalgic.
Yes.
I think it's 80s, and it's like a kid in search of getting like his first Nintendo system, which is hilarious for me just because it was a little before like I was that age, but it was
I love it's why I love Stranger Things too, right? It's like, this is what our childhood used to be like.
Yeah.
And some of the things that our kids have never seen in real life, and they see in these movies, they're like, "Was that real? Was that a real thing?"
Yeah,
that you had. Like,
yeah,
it's great. God, the scene where the retainer, flies all over the floor at the mall, and then he has to put it back in his mouth.
Yeah, well, because the dad and I totally get this. Okay, the dad, the whole movie is like, don't lose your retainer. Because if you're a parent, those things are freaking expensive, right? All that stuff's so expensive, and you're paying it off for months and months and months or whatever. And then so the kid just gets it ingrained, like, I can't lose my retainer.
Yep. Dude, I remember we were at a restaurant and my sister had that same kind of retainer. And she had wrapped it up in a napkin, and then it ended up in the restaurant trash. And they literally went through
that's crazy.
To find it. Yeah. Nowadays, it's like I have a Invisalign retainer plan.
You can just get it redone.
Yeah, you get free retainers for life now. I mean, if you have good insurance.
Yeah. Okay, my number 6. Addie helped make this list. So this one was sort of also just a classic one. It was Charlie Brown Christmas. And I think I just like it. It's sweet. I don't,
It is sweet.
It's not one that I watch for.
It's not on my list. Yeah. It's not on my honorable mentions either. I'm sorry.
Sort of it. Yeah. What's your number 6?
I'm gonna go with Polar Express.
Great.
Yeah. That's my
Tom Hanks. That's all I can remember. But yeah, Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks plays like every character. Yeah. That's a good point. But that movie it's such a great Christmas movie. We grew up reading the book to the kids. So it just was one of those that really fit our family really well. And just super fun. I don't know.
Yeah.
And, now that our kids don't read Santa anymore, it makes me sad to watch that movie. And I still try to enforce it, like, hey, you're not going to get gifts if you don't believe in Santa. But, I don't know. Hope not, but I'm too hard. All right, number 5 on my list is The Grinch, and this would be the Jim Carrey version. My favorite scene from that movie is when And me and Austin always do this to each other.
Yeah.
But it's just when he's in his cave and he's like, I'm an idiot. And then the kid goes, you're an idiot. It's just like the best thing ever. But Lon Jim Carrey in that movie. And just
that was my favorite Grinch movie.
Mm-hmm.
And number 5, I also have the Grinch.
Oh, wow.
But not
Jim
Carrey one.
Which one? The new one? Oh, the new one, the animated.
Yes.
Sort of, yeah.
It's Dr. Seuss's The Grinch.
I love it. That one's great.
The soundtrack is amazing.
Yeah.
And the comedy in it is so great.
We should watch that this year. I would watch that again for sure. It's a great movie. That's funny. We have 2 different Grinches. All right.
Yeah.
All right. We'll roll through these last few and we're out because I got to get you out of here. But number 4 is Polar Express for me. So what's your number 4?
Okay. Number 4 for me is Home Alone.
Home Alone.
Yeah. Yeah.
That came in higher for me. But yeah.
I love it.
That's the movie I think we rewatched that the most.
It's aged well.
Yeah.
I mean, there's certain things in it that's like...
It's aged better than Macaulay Culkin. I will say that. I think...
He's looking a lot better these days.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's such a great movie. And our kids still love it. It's just like super fun.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, it's great.
And I love the setting of it. Like, I don't know. I felt like kids, like that movie obviously is a bit extreme, but kids were just a lot more self-sufficient back then. I don't know. All right. Number 3 for me is Home Alone. So I already talked about that one. What about you?
Number 3 for me is The Holiday.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Now, is that the one with
Jack Black
and
Kate Winslet?
Okay. Totally know that one. I'm sure actually I like it.
Jude Law
I've seen it.
And Cameron Diaz.
Okay, got it.
Yes.
Good.
And The Ladies in Switch Houses for Christmas.
Oh.
Yeah. And it's sweet. It's cute.
I'm surprised you have more of these types of movies. I know that's by the way.
I have the majority of my honorable mentions.
It's like movies like that.
Is movies like that. But I feel like my top 10 had to be stuff that I have to watch every year, which usually will involve the kids.
Yep.
So
makes sense. Yeah. Number 2 for me, Elf. Fantastic movie. One of my all-time favorites. Have to watch it every year.
Yeah.
Yeah, Will Ferrell at his finest.
Yeah. That's the same as mine.
Really? Number 2.
Number 2 is
okay.
I love it so much.
It's so great.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's just, it's too much. That's cool. I'm glad we agree on that one. Mm-hmm. You will not agree with my number 1.
Or mine. Yeah.
Yeah. So our number 1's are completely different, I'm sure. You won't even watch the movie I'm going to say, which is It's a Wonderful Life. One of my favorite all-time movies. Love the lessons in it. Love just everything about it. And we'll watch it every year by myself.
By yourself, because sadly, I do not like old movies. I don't like classic.
I made you watch it once with me, I think.
Yeah, I've seen it. I don't love it. It's fine.
It's George Bailey against the world.
Yeah,
it's great.
I'm sorry.
And you learn how much family really means to you.
Yeah.
And
I don't know. I've never there are people with classic black and white Christmas movies all month long. And I'm like,
I mean, I'm not into.
Obviously, the newest Illumination Grinch movie is on my top 10.
That's true. That's fair.
I'm like, give me.
Look, I actually, you can watch it in color now, but I actually prefer black and white. But what's your number 1?
My number 1, which I don't watch this with my kids, but my number 1 is The Family Stone.
Yeah,
I know you don't like
that one. No, I do like it. It's fun. It wouldn't be that high.
It is.
It's on my honorable mention.
It's definitely heavier. It's a heavier movie. Big on the family dysfunction.
Yeah.
But then it has a decent amount of comedy and just quick jabs, great one-liners. Luke Wilson is fantastic in that movie.
Yeah, it's a great movie. Yeah. I will say I do enjoy the movie. It's not on my list, but I enjoy the movie. and it's definitely worth watching. Probably not with kids. A lot of people are going to be like, why not Christmas Vacation? Why not A Christmas Story? Why not Miracle on 34th Street? I hate to say it. I'm not a big fan of Christmas Vacation.
I wasn't either.
There's parts of it that I think are absolutely hilarious, but it's just not my style.
Yeah.
So,
Same.
well, but thank you for participating. And I think that was a ton of fun.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Yeah. And we'll have to do it again maybe down the road. Now that everyone's gotten to know you, you can come back maybe and talk about some other stuff. But yeah, any final thoughts before we let you go?
No thoughts. Yeah. I think it was fun. You should do more non-political.
I really should.
Fun.
I really should.
Get to know Josh and when section is out.
That's true.
Type podcast. Yeah.
With that, this is our final episode of the year. So we will return in the new year. I think our first episode of the new year will be very different than this one. It'll be a budget overview with Tom Sheehy.
Ooh, exciting.
State budget. It's going to be great. So we'll be back for that in January after the governor releases his budget on January 10th. But in the meantime, enjoy this holiday themed episode of the Fun and Work podcast with the amazing Nicole Hoover. Thank you, Dave, for coming on.
Yeah.
And I'll see you later.